Hey, welcome to Happiness Bar, where my goal is to share cocktails, content, and happiness. And on this winter day, I'm gonna show you a modern classic, the Margarita. Now, I think this is the perfect time to teach you the Margarita. I know you're probably used to drinking it by the beach when it's warm and hot out. I think a Margarita, you can enjoy it all year round, especially depending on what kind of food you're eating, right? I think right now is the perfect time to show you my preferred recipe for the Margarita. All right, so the build for the Margarita, the recipe I like to use is 1.5 ounces of tequila. Now, I like Reposado Tequila, but you can use Blanco or Añejo, whatever your preference is. 3/4 ounce lime juice, a 1/2 ounce of dry Orange Curacao. I like the Pierre Ferrand dry Orange Curacao, but feel free to use whatever Curacao you like, or even Grand Marnier. I think that Pierre Ferrand dry Orange Curacao is the way to go. You're also gonna need 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup. And we shake that, we double strain it, we serve that in a rocks glass over ice, and we garnish that with a lime wedge. And optionally, you can also choose to garnish that with a salt or sugar rim if you prefer as well. So, the Margarita, pretty simple on prep. All we gotta do is juice some fresh lime juice, and we're gonna make some Demerara syrup. Because we don't use any of that Margarita mixed bullshit around here, man. Everything fresh, everything bright, everything fragrant. Everything Happiness Bar. All right, whatever. So, yeah, we're gonna make that Margarita, guys. So the prep work's pretty light. So let's go ahead and just jump right into the prep work. So the tools you're gonna need for the prep work: you're gonna need a cutting board. You're gonna need a knife. You're gonna need a kitchen scale, something that can weigh out grams. You're gonna need a citrus juicer. You're gonna need a pot. And you're gonna need some sealable storage containers. You're also gonna need a bar spoon or something to stir with. So first things first, we're gonna make our Demerara syrup, okay? So go ahead, turn on your scale, get it over to grams. We're gonna place our container on that scale. We're gonna zero out that scale, and you're gonna wanna weigh out 250 grams of Demerara sugar. Okay, got our Demerara sugar. We're gonna add that into our pot. All right, you're gonna place that container on your scale, make sure it's still zeroed out, and we're gonna weigh out our 250 grams of water. All right, we got our 250 grams of water. Add your 250 grams of water into the pot, and we're gonna turn that burner on to a medium-high heat, grab our bar spoon, and we're just gonna give that a stir, right? And you wanna bring that up to a boil long enough to where all that sugar dissolves. While we're waiting on our Demerara syrup, let's go ahead and just cut and juice our limes real quick. So we grab our cutting board and our knife, grab a couple of our limes, and I'm just gonna cut them in half. Grab a fresh container, grab our citrus juicer, and we're just gonna squeeze these limes, right? All right. One more to go. That should be all the lime juice I need. Grab one more container and our basket strainer, like this bad boy, and we're gonna double strain our citrus juice as always. Get that pulp out of there and whatnot. Do it again. All right, and we got our lime juice. It looks like our syrup is coming up. Keep going just for a minute. Make sure all that sugar dissolves in there. Grab a lid, and we're gonna grab some tape or something, right? You wanna label and date. Lime juice, guys, remember, good for 2 days. Throw it out on the 3rd day. It's no good on the 3rd day. So that syrup's coming up. Double checker. Looks like everything's dissolved. We're gonna take it off the heat, right? And same thing, okay? You wanna store that into a container, and label and date it. Your shelf life on that Demerara syrup, I'd give it up to a month refrigerated. That is it for our prep today, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into making our Margarita. I went ahead and put my lime juice in the cheater bottle here. I put my Demerara syrup in this cheater bottle here. And this being a cocktail with lime juice in it, with citrus, we are gonna shake this cocktail, right? So first things first, we need our shaker tin. And we need our jigger. We also need our glassware. So starting from cheapest ingredients to most expensive ingredients, we're gonna need 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup, 3/4 ounce of lime juice. We need 1/2 ounce of that dry Curacao. And 1.5 ounces of our tequila. Next, we're gonna grab our ice. Go ahead and ice that shaker tin all the way to the top. Right, we're looking for that proper cocktail dilution. And we're gonna ice our glassware. All right, seal her up. Shake, 12 seconds as always. 12 seconds. Crack that container and grab your Hawthorne and your basket strainer because we're going to double strain that cocktail as always, our shaken cocktails. Yeah. Get that out of there. Got a beautiful, cold margarita. Real quick, I'm gonna grab my cutting board back and I just wanna cut up a quick garnish, right? So in order to do so, grab my lime, I cut the ends off. We just wanna get a nice wedge out of it, right? Cut her in half, we're going the long ways. And what you also want to do is make sure that little white part there, you want to cut that pith off, right? That's bitter. Cut the pith, cut a nice sliver in the lime, and perfect little garnish for the margarita. There you have it, guys, margarita. Now you could salt the rim on that or sugar the rim depending on your preference. I just like to go nothing on it, keep it just crisp, clean, only tasting the margarita. So let's go ahead and taste. Cheers. Refreshing, citrusy, everything you want a margarita to be. The tequila comes through as the star. You get a little bit of that orange curacao coming through. Adds a little dryness, adds a touch of sweetness, a little orange note on the back end. And that Demerara, I like doing that. I don't know, just gives it a little more mapley note, I guess, as opposed to like straight simple syrup. So that's a nice cocktail right there, y'all. And there it is, guys. That's the margarita. I hope you guys have enjoyed everything. Maybe you made this recipe along with me. Maybe you wrote it down and saved it for a later date. Either way, I hope you guys are enjoying everything. And, you know, hey, become a regular somewhere. Become a regular at your local watering hole. It's the best way to support local business. And become a regular here at Happiness Bar by liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that bell if you want notifications. We got cocktail videos coming out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern to get you ready for the weekend. Stay happy, everyone. That's a wrap on the Margs, baby.